Hello, I'm Brad Bulow with AbleNet, and today I'm going to be showing you a new environmental control product from us called the Primo. Primo is basically a universal remote that's either touchscreen or switch accessible and can be programmed to mimic the behaviors of any of the remotes that you already have in your home, such as TV, DVD player, stereo. You teach the Primo how to mimic that infrared output, create a button on the screen, and now you're able to control your home environment with whatever access method works best for you. Just going to go into a few basic features of the Primo today, and then in future videos I'll show you how the Primo can integrate with some other existing products from AbleNet to really create a whole solution for environmental control in your home. Ready? Let's get started. So here we are. We are in front of my TV, and I'm going to show you the Primo, how I've set this up so that it can control the TV, the DVD player, and my satellite box. So, starting out from my home screen, I'm just going to bring this in close so you can see for a moment here. I'm going to choose TV. You'll see I also have a button for satellite and a button for DVD. So I'm going to go into my TV screen, press power, and again, this can be mounted. It probably would be mounted. Of course, it's accessible via switch, and we can adjust the size of this screen so that if you don't have the ability to reach out and isolate with a single finger, you could come out and hit the screen with an entire hand or just a couple of fingers and start scanning through your choices that way. So there's a whole host of accessibility options here. But what I'm just going to show you right now, I'm just going to use my hands so we get through the different menus here. The TV is turned on in the background while I've been talking here, and you can see I can control the volume if I want to. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see the bar moving across. I can mute it. Turn the volume back down. Unmute it. I can adjust my channels. So I can turn through a few different channels of options. This is all using the over-the-air antenna on my TV. If I want to, then I could switch to, I want to switch my inputs on my TV. I want to switch over to my satellite. So I have an input button here. And again, these are all mirrored to, let me turn the volume down here. These are all mirrored to the buttons that are on my television's remote. Programming it was really easy. I just point the remote at the back of the Primo, tell it which button I want to program and when to start paying attention, press the corresponding button on that other remote, and Primo's learn the signal. So now I want to switch inputs to AV1, which I have set up as my satellite dish. And now you can see I've switched to a different show, showing over the satellite feed. Or I could switch my input again. Now I didn't set it up to do anything else with the satellite, but for example I set it up to mirror to control my DVD player. And here I've got it on DVD mode, so I'm going to exit out of my TV screen. I'm going to choose DVD, play, and it'll queue up or start playing whatever DVD is inside of the player right now. So that's about it. Any of these buttons could be mapped to any other button using any of the different remotes that come with my different AV products. And I can design this screen with the buttons in whatever order I want. I can have empty cells, or I can have a completely full screen like you're seeing here. So we're back, and now we're going to listen to some music. What I've done here is I have used the remote control that shipped with my little MP3 dock and the Primo, and I've created a new button, or a whole new menu in fact, that I've labeled iPod. And all of the buttons on this menu correspond to buttons that came on that remote. So, right out of the gate, yes, I can push power and turn on the stereo.
And Larry got wet. It was then he made a bold discovery. He would not melt.
I can scan through my different stations with the next button, and it's just mirroring the buttons on the remote. So whatever the remote does, the Primo is going to do.
Living up to your flight and your budget. Price is good through March 20th.
Apparently there's nothing but commercials on right now. I can turn the volume down.
Why? Because everyone deserves a lifetime.
Let's say I want to go into the iPod. I just push play, pause, and it queues up the iPod. And again, I can control the volume from here. And I can point this in virtually any direction I want, because the entire back of it, the infrared signal can actually penetrate the plastic. So, I can aim it down, and yet I can go to the next song. I can aim it off to the side, and I can turn the volume down. I can even aim it in nearly the wrong direction and still go on to the next track. So it's a very, very strong, very robust infrared signal. So that is the Primo controlling an iPod dock, and in principle it would be exactly the same as controlling a stereo or a DVD player or a TV or any of those other products that I have in my house with an infrared remote. Well, that's it for today. Again, we just explored some of the really, really basic functions of the Primo environmental control unit for controlling other infrared devices already in my home, like my TV, my DVD player, and my iPod dock. In our next videos, we'll talk about how the Primo can integrate with some other products from AbleNet for a really, really seamless home environmental control setup, as well as explore some of the more advanced features and accessibility options of this product. Thanks for watching.